A meeting of the United Nations Security Council's UNSC Counter-Terrorism Committee (CTC) in New Delhi on Saturday saw a war of words between representatives of Moscow and London over a drone attack on the Russian Navy's Black Sea Fleet at Sevastopol Port of Crimea. Russia accused the United Kingdom of helping Ukraine in carrying out the attack with 9 unmanned aerial vehicles and 7 autonomous maritime drones. The UK rejected the allegation and was joined by other Western nations in slamming Russia. The meeting, held in Mumbai and New Delhi on Friday and Saturday respectively, was hosted by India, which currently holds its rotating chair. Moscow's representative in the meeting alleged that a civil engineer of the UK had a role in the terror attack on the civilian ships as well as warships of the Russian Navy's Black Sea Fleet at Sevastopol in Crimea. The Ministry of Defense of the Russian government later alleged that the British specialists had supervised the preparation and training of the military personnel of the 73rd Marine Special Operations Center of Ukraine. The training and preparation for the attack were carried out at Okhotsk and Nikolaev region in Ukraine, alleged a spokesperson of the Russian government. The UK's representative at the UNSC Counter-Terrorism Committee's meeting in New Delhi dismissed Moscow's allegation, stating that Russia alone could end violence in Ukraine. To detract from their disastrous handling of the illegal invasion of Ukraine, the Russian Ministry of Defense is resorting to peddling false claims of an epic scale, the UK government tweeted. This invented story says more about arguments going on inside the Russian government than it does about the West. Drones are being used currently to target critical national infrastructure and civilian targets in Russia's brutal invasion of Ukraine, British Foreign Secretary James cleverly said, participating in the special meeting of the UNSC Counter-Terrorism Committee in New Delhi. The meeting saw India and several other nations expressing concerns over use of drones and other new and emerging technologies by terrorists. The Russia versus Ukraine war is entering its 248th day. To make matters more complicated, Ukraine has accused Iran of involvement in providing weapons in the form of kamikaze drones to Russia. Reporting from The Guardian on Saturday, October 29, 2022, Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba said he had received a call from his Iranian counterpart, Hossein Amir Abdollahian, on Friday, October 28, 2022. In the call, the Kuleba explained its demands against Tehran being asked to stop sending arms supplies to Russia. Ukraine and its Western allies accuse Iran of sending kamikaze drones to Russia that have been used to destroy Ukrainian infrastructure. However, Iran has denied the accusations. On the other hand, Russia announced that the partial mobilization of the reservists announced in September has been completed. Further, the following is an update on the Russia versus Ukraine war as quoted from The Guardian on Saturday, October 29, 2022. Russia versus Ukraine war update day 248. Russian Minister of Defense reports 300,000 partially mobilized reservists. Russia's defense minister, Sergei Shoigu, said the partial mobilization of reservists announced in September was over. In a meeting with Vladimir Putin broadcast on state television, Shoigu said as many as 82,000 recruits mobilized in conflict zones and another 218,000 in training in barracks. Russian Minister of Defense reports 300,000 partially mobilized reservists. Russia's defense minister, Sergei Shoigu, said the partial mobilization of reservists announced in September was over. In a meeting with Vladimir Putin broadcast on state television, Shoigu said as many as 82,000 recruits mobilized in conflict zones and another 218,000 in training in barracks. Dark Ukraine. Millions of residents affected by power outages. About 4 million people across Ukraine have been affected by power cuts as a result of the rotating blackouts in the aftermath of Russia's bombing campaign. Furthermore, Agence France Presse quoted the energy company DTEK, which is the operator for the Kyiv region, as saying that they had to carry out an unprecedented power outage to prevent a total blackout. Russian defense conceded. Arsenal in Belgorod explodes. Hippie. Ukraine has every right to attack. Russian defenses began to break down after a Ukrainian anti-air missile hit the armory in Belgorod. The Ukrainian missiles penetrated Russian territory, triggering explosions and flames, which woke local residents. British Defense Secretary James Heappey said on April 26 that Ukraine had the right to carry out attacks on Russian soil.